Hey CH people, sadly this is my last vlog for Rome, and perhaps the last vlog will refer to you as, well, CH people. I might post more vlogs in the future, but probably not. It has to be worth my time to make these, and since I'm being graded on these vlogs, they're automatically worth my time. But otherwise, I don't know. Anyway, let me tell you about my last free day and give a brief overview of the trip and the class as a whole. Here's the chowdown. Our final free day for March 25th was mostly spent just walking through the city and seeing everything for one last time. I went with some of my classmates, the same one I traveled to Florence with yesterday, to see the Jewish ghetto, the Colosseum, the Trevi Fountain, the Pantheon one more time, and to get to see the inside of the Pantheon. We also saw the Spanish Steps, which were, well, steps, and the Circus Maximus, which may actually be one of my favorite spots in Rome and one of my favorite ancient ruins in Rome as well. Surprised we didn't go there as part of the class. It was quite cool. We also did some final shopping too. And for our last scheduled events, we had a farewell dinner at a restaurant named Da Luigi. It was pretty good. And then, well, we flew home the next day. Man, what a trip. We saw the Vatican Museum and Sistine Chapel, St. Peter's Basilica, the Colosseum, Domus Romane, a country farm, a vineyard, an urban farm, made pasta and cooked traditional Roman dishes, tasted various chocolates and peppers, went to a few different markets, some real and some not, and went to Florence too. I had plenty of time to explore Rome, but even plenty of time is never really enough. It was such a fantastic experience, and I had such a great time with the people here with me. It was unforgettable, and I'm really sad it's over. No, and I can't forget the stuff we did in the weeks prior to the trip, too. Chocolate sculpting, a Japanese tea ceremony, a pig butchery demonstration, a coffee roastery, cooking a big fancy meal, the bread company dinner with Bill Daly, which I mentioned before, and a few other things that kind of escape me right now. It's been an amazing class with so many worthwhile experiences. I'm really glad that I was able to be a part of it. Now, for the 10th and final question. In your own words, describe the relationship between culture and food. Why is this understanding important? Well, to put it simply, I find that the old adage, you are what you eat, works well. However, in this context, you are what you eat, both physically and culturally. I think that food is an integral part to the formation of cultural identity and how cultures relate to one another. For example, the Italians consider pasta and meatballs to be dishes best served separately, a concept utterly foreign to the Americans used to spaghetti with meatballs. What we consider Italian food is not Italian food in Italy. How people behave and act and how they treat each other is a matter of culture and mannerisms, and part of this culture is informed by food. To understand food is to understand, at least in part, a culture. Is street food popular? Is alcohol frowned upon or common? Are meats preserved or fresh or rarely eaten at all? Things like that can indicate certain values a society may hold as well as their cultural history. So, I believe that what one eats can determine how one treats other cultures, and how they view their own culture for that matter. One informs the other, and one cannot exist without the other. Understanding each one is an important part of the bigger picture and leads to a larger understanding of the world as a whole. This, I think, is the relationship between culture and food. I know for certain that I have, to quote the Turkish Airlines, widened my world. And at the end of the day, isn't that what study abroad is for? Thank you, and good night.